Give me 1 second. And I am back. So I just want to do something a little bit different today. So what we're going to be doing is some kind of story time. I'm going to be talking about my experience in the army and, well, trying to join and what led me to where I am now. So I found out you could join when you were 16, when you were 17. Let me see if I can turn. Let me drop that real quick on my. Let's do my settings. Advanced. And let's do some audio. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure how to do everything. Not really a big deal though. But anyways, so when I was 16, I found out you could join the army when you were 17. It took nothing but a long period of time of waiting. Well, trying to get in, we had found out that wasn't old enough. So we waited, finally, about a month before I turned 17, we joined. Well, we went to go talk to a recruiter. We got everything set up, and it took us a long while. As we were doing all my process, it took months trying to get in. Around January, we finally went and talked to a recruiter, and as we were talking to them, we had found out that I had to go to METS and do my ASVAB. I went and took my ASVAB, and it took me not really long, but a couple hours. As we were down there, test be done, finished. My recruiter let me go sit in this car, wait for everyone, sit in the car, and just kind of talk to everyone. So going to take my ASVAB, well, there was, I think, 3 others that came with me. If y'all don't know, or you're trying to join the army but you aren't sure, there's 2 ways to do it. You could do reserves, which allows you to stay as a civilian, and you would leave once a month, do basic training, and you'd come back, live a normal life. Your basic, it would take you a while. It would be 9 weeks and 4 days you would be gone. Well, as you're doing it, you know, you'll go through, do your basic, and you come back to your normal life instead of being shipped out like everyone else. Well, you're living a normal life. Next summer, for example, let's use juniors. Well, juniors would go the junior summer, do basic, and then senior year once a month. After they get their basic training, they would leave once a month, go and do their job. Their senior year, that summer they would leave to their job training and just come back after 2 weeks and live their normal life. Well, while we were down at MEPS, you know, my recruiter gave me a app that I could choose my jobs on, see what I wanted to do. I just guarantee to make sure I'm too loud in. MEPS contacted my recruiter, my MEPS training, my ASVAB, so I don't have to do that Thursday, but they allowed me to stay at the hotel with others that had finished. After they finished, they went back and we ate dinner and slept. Well, as we were there at MEPS, the next day they did all of our tests. They did a blood test, a urinal test, which is one of those tests you basically piss in a cup. It was not fun, but I passed it all. As I went to go do my physical, which I will try to find I'll try to find a video on YouTube later that I could react to about it and basically explain more of what my process looked like. But we left at like 5:45 and I didn't get home until about, I would say it was about 3 when I actually got home. So I was there for a good part of the day. Well, I had to sit there, wait for everyone to do the physical. They gave me a survey to do, and they asked me what jobs I wanted to do. I told them I want to do military police, which I'm going to use the Army term for it, 31 Bravo. I told them I want to do 31 Bravo. They told me that, or see what we could do, and fortunately my time I had to be back at after my basic wasn't exactly the time I needed for that job. So they said we can't get it. So what they told me I could do was a mechanic. And I don't know nothing about cars. And what I've heard about cars, I don't really enjoy. I don't like talking about cars. So I told my recruiter that's not the best option for me. Another one he gave me was basically a fuel specialist. What you do is you'll basically refuel whatever needs to be filled up, like helicopters, cars. This is what I got from the Army Career app. Well, I went ahead and did that, and I'm getting 10,000 signing bonus. 5,000 signing bonus and 10,000 student loans, which isn't exactly the most I could have gotten, but for my time I have to be back, that's the best I'm going to get. So we went ahead and did it. Basically, after your time at MEPS, it's just going to be waiting. If your recruiter decides to set you up with one, you can do a future soldier orientation. If he decides not to, then sorry, you're kind of outlook on that one. But one thing I would say nice about MEPS is they didn't necessarily treat me bad. They treated me pretty good. They gave me lunch, which the lunch wasn't too good. It's like a ham sandwich. So pretty standard, you know, stuff. But besides that, it was pretty good. When you first go into maps, they will give you a test. We'll do what happens if we fail. They give you this, and one thing they tell you is don't lie. You can face serious trouble if you lie. And I don't know if that's true, but the recruiters will tell you no, that's not true. That is just to them. Well, I didn't lie. Went through and I still got in. So it's not really too bad. Basically, all we gotta do now is just wait for my future soldiers returning and my shipment day to come. But what's nice about maps is they will try to find a job close to where you live, and they'll try to do that for you. If they can't do that, then they'll apologize, which luckily for me, my unit's gonna be like 30 minutes away from my house.
Thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes, made freedom forever.
If I go quiet, I'm sorry, just because I'm trying to let y'all hear the songs still, but also tell my story experience.
So we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love, like our chicken fries and cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. I like to see the sunrise, see the love in my mama's eyes, feel the touch of my precious child, and know a mother's love gets a little chicken fried and cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. I like to see sun. Precious child, and no mother's love.
So let's go back to when I went back to maps. While I was at maps, basically the trainings they do, or not trainings, but tests they do is, as I mentioned, your physical, which consists of you stripping onto your underwear. They check in just everything on you. I have a couple birthmarks on my shoulders. They are just birthmarks, and she told me they look very similar to burn marks. I had to show her a picture of them me having them when I was younger, and she told me, oh, those are. So we had a nice little talk about that, and then As time went through, she kind of checked my back, make sure I didn't have scoliosis or anything like that. Well, they have to do a hernia test and then also make sure anal is okay. So she did those and told me, alright, you're good. So I went back and got dressed, went and talked to the army. First thing you do when you get there, they will lecture you outside. Doesn't matter if it's cold, hot, they will do it. While we were there, I would say 12 to 15 people with me. While I was waiting to get in and everything, and we did that long orientation of what they're going to do and what will happen inside, or if you get caught with whatever, or if you lie to them. We had one guy just sit there and laugh about the word anal anytime he said they're gonna check your anal. The guy there said that people don't necessarily like jokes there, so be careful. So everything went good. When it came time for me to leave, I looked at my bus. Out of the about 6 that came with me, only I'd say 3 or 4 were on the bus. Now that doesn't necessarily mean they got in or got out, but when I did my swim, there was maybe 4 or 5 next to me in my swim. So, you know, of course, that all didn't go as planned. That means we had a lot of people actually not get in due to something. When I went to go take my ASVAB, the med station had actually found out about something that the recruiters had no clue about, because the guy came out and said he had it. Basically, the recruiters tell you not to tell that's something you don't know, or they don't know. What you want to do is always want to know, and I would say that is the truth, but it can also be dangerous. Some recruiters will say, always say no. Even if they know it, say no. Mine, luckily, when I thought they said if they ask about it, say yes. But besides that, say no. So I listened to my recruiters and I got it. I did my swim, I had to go home, and everything seemed to be going good. After you talk to the army person or whatever group you're joining, they will give you something. For army, they gave us a backpack, a couple shirts, and some booklets talking about what you'll go through basic, what family will go through, what graduation will look like. It'll just kind of go through like all that. And then some of the and then also like training that you could do. I have used that and today, and so far it has worked good. From what I've seen, what the Army wants you to do. Now, we're not exactly sure on this one, but it is on a page in one of my booklets. They want you to do 42 push-ups in 2 minutes. I have a stretch, I use some of those exercises, and I could do about 20 push-ups in 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute, so that's not too bad. Really, all it is that you need to do to pass that would be just continuously doing it. Run your miles, focus on the push-ups and the miles. Sit-ups, those are easy, you could do. Now if you're good at push-ups, but you suck at sit-ups, change it. Focus on your sit-ups rather than your push-ups. Or if you're horrible at sit-ups and push-ups, but you're a fast runner, focus on just your push-ups and sit-ups. What I would do is, depending on how long yours is, my ship date is in June, so I have a while to get it all up. Start off easy. Like if you can't really run fast, do about half a mile. Try doing that in 30 seconds. If you can constantly do that, or you have no problems with that, then move it up to a mile in a minute. Now you're probably going to be telling me, well, 30 seconds for half a mile, you're going to be able to do that easily for a mile if you do it for a minute. The reason I'm saying to do that is because you're running longer, so you're going to be a little bit out of breath. Don't really focus on your breath. Focus on breathing, but don't really focus on what your body's saying. You're like, oh, I'm tired. Just push past it. That's one thing I'm having to do right now. So while doing that, I'm noticing if I can control how fast I'm going, control my breathing, control my speed, my stamina, I know I'll be fine. If you have ever seen a video of the basic training stuff that Army has to go through, it's tough, but it's doable. The worst thing that you're going to be going through is the yelling. If you could get all of your basic, all of your PT tests done before you go into basic, and you continually work on that, you will have no problem when you go to basic. You just have to keep working on it, keep going strong. And now listen to one thing. I have met people at MEBs that were getting in, and each one has even told me, work on it, don't give up, keep pushing through it, keep working. If you do that, it will make your time easier. For Army, the people you meet, they're going to be your friends. You're going to stick with them. If you go to basic and they're doing the job you're in the same area, you're going to make a good friend. I unfortunately didn't do any of that when I went to MEBS this time, but basic you should be able to. While going to MEBS you should be able to make some friends there, which I did. I had the privilege to meet some soldiers that got in that day and that are going through basic right now, or some that are going in soon but just didn't make it through MEBS. Alright, well, that is my little short story time. Thank y'all for listening. If y'all have any questions, put them in the comments, and please don't forget to subscribe. Y'all have a wonderful day. Now, I'll see y'all next time.